Hello there, this is Protege. I'm going to be bringing you guys another game. This time, I'm going to be playing Zyra Draven versus Janna Twitch. This lane's going to be a little bit more equal. Both teams have the ability to outplay. It's going to rely on me and Draven catching Janna and Twitch out, and Janna successfully disengaging when Twitch gets caught, because Janna shouldn't be forward enough to actually be caught. She's actually going to screw that up in this lane, and we're going to take advantage of it very well. I'm taking Ignite because I want to be aggressive in this lane. I want to deny Twitch because we have the ability to. Draven actually takes Exhaust because he really wanted an Exhaust in this lane. And when I wouldn't, he switched from Barrier to Exhaust. Janna's taking Exhaust, Twitch is taking Barrier. That's pretty standard for them. For items, I start with 4 wards because I don't need to deny them vision. I start with a Rejuvenation Bead instead of a Fairy Charm, because I don't really need to deny... I'm not going to be poking that much. I know that if I put a point into Q, or early points into Q, and try and poke them with it, Janna can just shield it, and I won't do enough damage to make it worth it. So I'm pretty much going to only be relying on my E. Therefore, I don't really need mana regen. For my runes, I take red Magic Pen, although you can go with Hybrid Pen if you'd prefer. I just don't have them because of how much IP they cost. I'm running Armor Yellows, MR Blues, and GP10 Quints. Now early on, Nautilus is starting with his red, so we're able to come down here and deny them. I use the Explore Ward, but I missed the root unfortunately. And I also missed that one. And so we're going to play it very passive. We can't safely face check this, and I really don't want to put a 3-minute ward there, since my 1-minute ward's already gone. I probably should have put a 3-minute ward here, because it's always useful, and then put the 1-minute ward here. However, we stay until about 1:48 and then back off thinking they're good. However, they still do them. You can kind of see it in the spectator mode. But that's fine. They're late enough to lane that we're going to actually equalize the experience when they come up, and they're a little chunked. I go for a root there and hit it, but Draven isn't really in position to follow up. However, we do get some autos in. As soon as Draven backs off, I back off because Twitch autos do more than me, and my E was still on cooldown. Now, as I was saying, so I'm going to take GP10 Quints. I'm running 1, 13, 16 for my masteries. That's pretty standard on Zyra. Gives you the offensive Ignite Mastery for 580 and 5AP. Tanky Mastery so you can actually go forward. And then 16 in utility. I go up in ward. This is kind of not a very good ward. I probably should have... Again, I should have had a ward here at the level 1. But I don't want to have to put a ward here and here, because I'm not really that worried about draws. We ended up seeing him here. And so I'm going to know if he comes around this way, so ward there would have been fine. But I put a ward right here just because when this ward runs out here in about a minute, I don't want to have to put a second ward down and deny lane pressure when I back off. We see Ram is coming down, so we ping back. We just want to play pretty passive. He might be coming to his golems. More likely he's coming to Yankees, which is why I'm so far back. As Janna steps up, I know he's coming. However, I missed the root, and they're going to be able to kill Draven. If I'd hit the root, he probably would have lived. It would have stopped Powerbomb. At the very least, it would have forced Rammus to flash taunt instead of just rolling in there. And I think he would have gotten away. I'm not sure. Not much else to say about that. We knew it was coming. We should have played more defensive. So at this point, I'm just going to kind of farm as well as I can 2v1. They're playing a little aggressive, but they're not standing up here like they should to completely deny me. So I'm going to be able to pick off a couple of CS with my E, just because of its long range. Now I am running almost so I'm going to want to back soon because they're both full health and full mana, so we're not going to be able to make it a play, especially because Draven is now below levels. And he picked up a little bit of damage, but not enough to make up for the level disadvantage. So I'm going to ward so that we can kind of freeze this lane if they want to play up. Nautilus can come. Nautilus, Zyra is really strong for lane ganks, just because if I ever hit a root, they'll be slowed long enough for Nautilus to run up and hit a Q. Now they're going to... Nautilus is going to try and come down to equalize the lane, but they back off. I guess, did they have a ward up here? No, they didn't. They just saw him. Or they just actually went back off. They see us freezing. I guess they figured, okay, well, we don't want to have wards, and I don't want a pink dragon. And so, or Zyra, sorry, Janna did not want a pink dragon. So they back off. They actually do golems, which is a really bad choice, because the lane's still going to be pushed. it basically gives me a free back, and they lose out on a ton of experience, because now not only did they only get golems in that time, they're going to be gone from lane for about a minute 15, a minute 30, so that's 3 waves for golems. And with their wave pushing like this, our minions are dying really fast. So I'm going to go back to lane. I thought I bought a Philosopher's Stone. I didn't. It's pretty bad. I actually even stayed for 40 gold, I think, to buy a Philosopher's Stone. Double clicked it, but it didn't buy as I ran off this fountain. But I didn't notice until later in the game. But that's fine. Gonna come back to lane. And so, because they actually screwed up by going to their golems, we're actually equal in experience now. So that's going to be really bad for them, because their early advantage that came from Rammus is now pretty much negated. They have a pickaxe to our longsword, which is bad, but it's not an insurmountable thing. It's not like they have a BF sword. They only have 1580, and because it's Draven, we actually have more damage right now, so we have the ability to be aggressive. This bush should be warded. Yes, it is, so that's why I don't play very far up. I play pretty back, waiting for Janna to show. When she does, I don't know if they know this is warded, so I try and hit a root on her, but they do back off. She does back off, rather. And at this point, I see Draven. Sorry, gonna go back. My E is gonna be coming back off cooldown, and I have a seed. So, when Twitch comes in, we're gonna look to play aggressive on them. Just because right now we have more damage. They think they're up because of the kill, but because they were zoned, we're actually ahead. So, we actually missed stand aside. I dodged Tornado. And they actually get out, but then Twitch comes back in, and as soon as he does that, I just hit him with an E, root him, hit the ignite, and we get the easy kill. Actually, sorry, I didn't have root, but I did hit him with ignite, plant. Draven actually backs off because he's low health. I flash for it, get the kill, even though he flashes. My Eam Cure are almost up. I don't have seeds, but that's fine. I don't need them. She shields herself, but my EQ is more than enough to kill her. So I get a double kill there. Draven got 2 assists. That's really good. That's actually going to put us in the advantage in lane, just in terms of gold and experience. So now we're going to hit level 6 first, and we're going to be able to play very aggressive. I go back, get a Sight Stone. Don't actually get my Philosopher's Stone now, because Sight Stone's more important. It's more gold efficient, and the only reason you'd pick up Philosopher's Stone first is for the regen. However, we're not really going to be looking to poke. We're going to be more looking to kill. Because of that, I pick up an Amplifying Tome instead of heading to fill off my Philosopher's Stone. Gonna come back to lane, and so now we're up about 20 CS, just from them being zoned for so long, even with Draven dead. And we're up levels as well. So I'm going to be Draven 6, I'm almost 5, to Janna's just barely 4, and Twitch isn't even close to 6. So we're going to look to play aggressive now, even without ignite. I'm going to try and put my roots at angles, just because people don't really stand still to eat them at this point, so you kind of have to miss, hoping that they'll juke into it. Obviously, it's not always the case, and you can kind of predict when he goes up to the CS up here, for example. I might put a root around here, because this is where he'll step into range to hit the CS. However, he doesn't step up, so I don't really put it in. Draven's going to manage to catch the Janna, and I know she doesn't have flash, so we go on her, and with our level 6 advantage, we pick up the kill for Draven flash. So that's really good. Not only does that give us the gold, but it's also going to deny Janna more experience, so I'm going to hit 6 before she hits 5. And Twitch is now going to be denied this, because he can't stand up to me and Draven underneath tower. Sorry about that. So I'm coming up. I know I'm about to hit 6, so I kind of want to have 2 seeds up, or a seed up, sorry. So I actually throw out a seed there only because I know that my plan is almost up. So now I have 6 in like 1 minion, and I have a seed up, so that's enough for us to kill, even under turret. Just because my plant will take an auto and give Draven free autos, and then I can tank after that. So as soon as turret gets up there, I go in. I miss the root, but with my ult and Q, it doesn't even matter. We get the kill. I tank turret and then walk out. Unfortunately, Rammus comes in, but we're actually able to get the double kill anyway. I probably should have backed out here. I kind of wanted Rammus to go on me, and so that's what happened. But I probably should have backed out a little bit earlier. To be honest, I don't think I would have gotten out regardless. He has mobility boots, powerball. I have no boots, and so I had enough for I think 1 E. But I don't think it would have been enough. I'm pretty sure it would have gotten me, so I'd rather he go on me and kill me than the Draven, just because the Draven's worth more gold right now. He was 3 and 0 rather. No, sorry, he was 3 and 1, but he'd gotten his last 3 kills before he died, so he was worth a lot of gold. And in addition to that, it's just he gets back to lane faster, which means he farms more. I go back to base, I pick up my Kages, and I picked up my Fairy Charm for my Philosopher's Stone. I don't always go double GP10 here, but we're actually up. I probably should have gotten some pinks here just for Twitch, but let's see. Yeah, I had enough gold. I definitely should have gotten some pinks. I should have sold my Biscuit of Rejuvenation and just gone with pinks, because that'll let us be aggressive on Twitch. And I know a couple times here he actually gets away because he wins out while invisible. So now the Draven's in a 2v1. It's still actually okay, because right now Draven's really strong. He could legitimately 2v1 them. Janna's level 4 still, has no exhaust. Twitch has everything up, but that doesn't really matter. So I come into there, I saw it was warded, but I still go for the root just in case. Don't get it. And then a minion attacks me here, so I'm pretty sure this is warded. So I know both bushes are warded, and with the lane pushing like this, I kind of ward back because our lane's up here. Even though we want to be aggressive, I don't need to ward here. Just because they have to stand up here, so there's no need for me to have that much advanced vision of Rammus, and if I face checked this and Rammus was there, it'd be bad. Twitch is actually going to have to back, just because they can't stand with us right now. I have my Ignite up in like 2 seconds. Draven has his, I have my ult up, so now I have everything up. Draven has his ult up. And Janna's still not level 6, so we have a huge advantage here. And we're going to press it by just zoning them. And that's all you need to do in this case. Janna walks up, kill. We do get the kill. Unfortunately, Rammus was there. He's a well-timed gank. However, Nautilus is back behind us. He doesn't come in fast enough, and so they actually managed to get a kill on Draven. And I flash in for the Q, and I'm just really bad at this game. So we actually die and give up a triple kill, I think. Yeah, triple kill. So that was a misplay by us. I kind of figured that Rammus was there just because Janna was just walking up on us. However, I got the kill on her. I thought we could insta-give her a little bit quicker than we did. I don't know why we didn't. I'm not sure if just Draven didn't go on her enough, because I hit her with my full combo, so she should have gotten them pretty quickly. And I saw Nautilus back here, so I wasn't worried about that. However, he came in a little bit later than I expected, and so he came in after Draven died. If he'd come in before Draven died, we probably would have double or triple killed them. We still probably should have traded 2 for 3 or 2 for 1, both times in their favor. But I went in for the Rammus thinking I could trade, and then I died, and that actually caused Nautilus to come in and die as well. So that was just a really bad play by me. I probably shouldn't have flashed in there. Even if I did trade, it wouldn't be worth it. But anyway, so we're going to come back to lane, and Rammus now has to babysit bottom, which is an issue because his top is losing pretty hard. And mid's going pretty equal, but they actually screw up a tower dive here, and Rammus is going to die. Which means that basically bottom lane can't do anything, because we don't even need our ults up, even though Draven ult's almost up. We can actually kill one from 100% just with our normal spells. Because Janna still isn't sick. She still can't disengage. It's because we've constantly been zoning her. So I see this ward die, so I know that I can play up. I go for a root, hoping he might go in for CS, but he's not that foolish just because of how up we are. I ward. And we're just going to continue to zone. Although actually now with the wave big enough, we actually just want to push and deny them on their turret if we can. Because of that, I'm actually just going to auto the wave. I throw out an E, again, hoping Twitch will move up, but he's playing pretty passive right now. He's giving up a lot of CS just to avoid dying, which is what he has to do at this point, because dying's not going to make the lane any better. And now you're going to see us auto turret to try and kill it, and then go on. Rammus is back up, so we're a little worried, but I'm not too worried. I hit my ult there pretty late, and so he actually... I'm going to go back and look at that in slow up. So we kill turret. Right before we do, I go on him, hoping that we'll hit one more auto and it'll die. I kind of take a turret shot for it, but it's fine. I ult really late here. I thought that my root missed, and then I got knocked up, so I couldn't ult immediately after. That's actually going to let Twitch get out. Draven stand aside actually knocks him out of range of my ult knockup, and then he invises away, and I don't have kinks, so he can't catch. And so he's actually just going to get away on that. That's what I'm saying. When you're playing against Twitch, you should always have pinks if you think you could kill. Just because if not, you probably can't kill. I'm going to stay up here, hoping that he might come up with the golems. When he doesn't, I'm just going to prep them for my 80 carry. This is just a really nice thing you can do. My 80 is still farming, but now he's going to come up and get another 80 gold. And that's just, it's pretty free. I'm going to throw out an EQ, that's it. And it's a good lane advantage. Not only does it deny their jungle if he comes to farm it, but he's mid anyway, so it doesn't matter. It just gives us a little, even bigger advantage. So going to go back. We're going to play pretty passive now. We don't want to be pushed this far up. I go around the ward, taking the long way, just because I don't want to get caught around here. Come up. We now have wards pretty safe, so we just do a free dragon. And I'm going to come up again. I back off, though, just because Draven's backing. They're going to get a little bit of farm, and Janna's finally going to hit 6. So we're not going to be able to play as aggressive now, just because Janna can disengage us pretty well. I pick up pinks just so that Twitch can't invis away if it happens. Twitch is actually going to go for his red here, which is fine by us, because that means that if we kill him, we'll get a free red. Actually, no, sorry, he loops around and gets his golems, I guess. So here, I go in with my root, hoping that I can hit it. It's not going to get it, but, and honestly, well, actually, I think we could have killed there. I noticed this is warded, so I'm going to back, and I think I put my pick down. Yeah, I put it down really far forward, so what this does is I have one more pick for Twitch, and this gives us all of this vision, so if we ever fight actually in lane, we'll be fine. So I was talking about that, and this. So, kill the ward, and then I come up here. I see Janna. I kind of wanted to get her to go on me, and she does. Knowing my Draven's up here. However, I can kill Janna on my own right now. Draven also has a really nice 2-man ulti. I'm not going to pink here because Twitch is already here. We're not going to be able to follow up. I actually run up this way though, and Twitch gets caught for some reason, and he just dies. So what I did there was, I knew that they were right here. I wanted them to go on me because with my ult and my E up, I can kill at least Janna and prep them both for my 80 carry to go. And that's exactly what he did. He moved up here to hit a perfect 2-man ulti instead of following up, because if he lay down here, they would never have engaged on me. That's a really good play by him. And I made it look like I was going to ward this, so that they would think I did not have vision on them right here. Now I'm going to ward this, and we're going to play very aggressive. Elise goes on me, I'm not sure why, she dies, we kill turret, and the game's pretty much over at this point. It was actually probably over a little bit ago, but I just wanted to look at how we actually went about zoning them. Specifically because they're a pretty safe lane, and although we had an advantage, we were actually a little bit behind early on, and how we were able to turn the game. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. The game's nothing from there, a couple team fights, but they're pretty one-sided, just because all of our people are ahead. I'm actually really farmed right now. I could probably 1v1 most of the people on their team. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this one took so long. It was actually the end of my quarter, and it still is, so I wasn't able to play very much. And then I played, and I got like 6 support mains above me in a row, and then a bunch of games into Leona Draven, and I didn't want to look at that matchup again. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something.